Right, so the video cut out previously, and since then I've messed things up again. Like the rocks show in these rivers, but they don't show in the gameplay anymore because, and this is another thing that I'm just going to have a play a guessing game at, I changed the layers to rocks so that I could use oh, it's on the camera, sorry. So I could use this culling method script. I mean that kind of works as they are. The rocks appearing in the distance. But I got that at 250. They don't display anymore, and I forget what layer they were on. I think it was default. Actually, some from the some from where let's undo all those. Unload rather. Unload. Yeah, completely forgot what I was going to say. So I also found, and this seems to be working now because I did a bit of messing about to see if I could get the grass to work. I know that weren't worth recording because it was just going to be messing about, but I actually figured it out, so now it loads on, fades in and fades out. But I've got it on too low a figure. It needs to be probably double what it is, at least, probably a little bit more. So these need to be double. You have to you have to do these in a specific order, otherwise they don't. Right, that we're lucky. They need to be double because on the dragon you can't see any grass at all. I need it to be loaded at least some. So I'll apply that to all terrains. I'll click it again to make sure it's applied. I'll save it, and I'll just go and test that to see if you can see the grass again on the dragon from the dragon perspective. And I'll pause that while it loads. Right, so here we are again in the scene. It's going a bit jumpy now. I think it's probably because some things aren't loaded because there's animals over there and they shouldn't be because the nav mesh isn't switched on. I mean, if I'm going to have to put more than this on grass, I'm not going to put any on at all. I'm going to take it back to where it was. Yeah, and then when you come to land, you see it then, when you come to land. It's going to have to be like that, but I'm going to take it down, back down again. And as you can see, the river rocks have gone. Let me just go into, I'm doing two things at a time here. I'll go into the scene view. Go into scene view and find out where I am at. There's a dragon. Right, so I'm there. In the scene view, you can see the rocks. So I'll take this big one here. Put it on, I think it was on companion AI for some reason, but I'll put it on default. Go back into play. Get off the dragon. Yeah, so that's displaying now. Still pink around the river though. Let me just go into which rock is it? Where is it in here? So yeah, that makes sense because yeah, there's only one deep one. All right, I picked the, yeah. So I'm going to, yes, and its children. So if I try rocks, know the object only. Yeah, I think, yeah, so it was the logs that needed to be on default. I should still be there. Yes, so, right. So I know what to need to do now. I need to change this grass as well because that's like too dark. So, you can't see the grass when it's floating in the air, so, when it's flying, sorry, so. I need to 50% to here, so 2/3, and need to take it down 1/3. Or, yeah, so I'll do that. I didn't think these animals could spawn unless the nav mesh was on, but see, I like this grass to be like this kind of colour to match in, but I don't think I can lighten that grass. I think I might have to change it all to a different object. So I'll go to search my river. Select all those. In fact, what are those? There don't seem to be many there actually for all the trains, might it? So yes, and change the children, and then do it again to rocks, and no, just this object only. Let's make sure that's done what I wanted it to do. Default, 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 default. Yeah, that seems like that was only one terrain. Oh man, they're not on every terrain, are they? Forgot about that. So that should be okay now. So if I'm flying here, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll leave it like that. I don't want everything loaded. I want as little loaded as possible. And then I can tweak things later if need be. But what I was actually going to do, I was going to create a new different layer for the large rocks and the medium ones. But the medium ones are quite large anyway, so I think I'll leave them like that. For now, at least. Now the grass. What did I do about the grass? What was I going to do? We're 11 minutes. That last minute video, by the way, it was about 30 minutes long and it was 82 gigabyte. That's why it crashed. My system couldn't take it, although there's about 152 gigabytes spare. I obviously saved some of that for some reason. Terrains. I'll pick this one. Number 6. Going to the... So, I think I put that back as it was. So, 10, 30, what was that, 50? Yeah, I was at 50 before. So apply that to all terrains. I mean, if you can't see him in the sky anyway with the dragon. Yeah, that's... So save that. And that should be the rock back and the grass as it is. And regarding the darkness of the grass, I could darken the underneath texture, but I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to lighten things up a bit. I did actually mess the old colour up. This is all changed. I messed this up while I was trying to solve problems. I mean, because it's not worth me recording videos when I'm trying to solve things. Yes, and the trees are fading as well. I wonder why that is, because they weren't fading before. Well, I'll take it. Right, I'll just try and change this colour scheme back to how it was, because I thought it was quite nice actually, or as close as I wanted it to be. Only thing is, half of these things aren't working. We've got these warnings. What colour we're on? We're on blue. So it's basically lightness, isn't it? To be quite a blue sky. Try that. Move on to green. Right, is that where that purple's coming from, in the rivers? Can't see when it's close, can I? I'll have to look at that, see if it does it. Right, yeah, the less green it has, the purple, more purple it has. Let's check that river that was the real problem over here. What was this side, was it? This. No, that doesn't work. That's not doing it, is it? So, right. It was through that lake, but it must be something to do. Well, I'm just guessing. I'm just talking for the sake of it. That's too green, but that's too yellow. I wonder if we can take some yellow off of the rock. That might help with the grass. The grass is actually likely to just stop rendering. In fact, I think it hasn't. Oh no, it hasn't. Because the shader didn't seem to be working very well. And I don't think there's any way I can change that colour of that grass. Not that I can, not that I know of at least. So what terrain's that? It's at 6. Go into the grass, see if we can get that colour. Grass tint. Well, yeah, that works, doesn't it? Well, that's the wind, so I mean, it's just too dark to even be able to see anything. Yeah, that's that problem there. Oh no, sorry, that's the. I was told I can ignore that warning. I looked into that earlier. Yeah, well, I'd like to get that grass lighter. So, where was I going? You see how it is with me. It's a case. It's a guessing game, really. Right. So into. I think that's the spiky one. Yeah, that doesn't make any difference either. That don't seem to make any difference either. There's no colour, is there? No. What about if I go into the grass itself? Into the PW. Yes, I mean that doesn't seem to be look anything like what I'm seeing on in the. Oh, that can only change the shader, isn't it? And that goes into that ridiculous edit thing, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with that. Not at all. Where's that texture? Where's the... -2. I need to get closer into that. -2. Base colour, yeah, that's already white. Cut off 0.5. Normal strength 1. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Right, how do we get back to scattering, transmission only, transmission tint? Right, nothing to do with what I need. I think I'm going to have to try some different grass models, because I've looked everywhere, to be honest, and I can't really find anything. I mean, if you know what you're doing, you might be able to get around it, but I'd just change the grass model to get something lighter, if possible. But obviously I've got to try and keep that fade. Let's just try darkening. No, I don't want to do that, actually. I want to take a bit of green off the texture though, if possible. I'll just try this one thing and then I'm looking down here at this here. Yeah, that. Right. There used to be on the CTS shader, there was a brightness. Well, that was for the, I'm talking about the textures, aren't I? There's nothing about details in here, is there now? No. Texture layers. It's that grass one. What colour have that? We should do X things. That's not helping our cause, is it? Yeah, I'd have to go ridiculous down here before I've matched the texture to the grass. Yeah, no. 0.6. Yeah, I'm just talking about the texture there. That's yeah, I'll leave that like that. I'm just going to go in game one last time, and just to make sure that the colour is generally okay. Pause this for a second. Right, so here we're hither. Oops, the rocks. Yes, the rocks are appearing now, so that's fine. Yeah, the grass is just way too dark though. That'll do. Go on, orange. Come on, orange, let's have you. This is one of them when his camera's going to be at a distance. I know it was. Well, that looks less pink. Yeah, I think this colour's okay. Yeah, that colour's okay. The grass is really severe, but like I say, when I'm flying, you have to have it really way out before you can even see it. Well, the problem with this one, it gets one of them long view dragons, it stays on the dragon and the player just walks off. Look, I'm aware of these crazy things, but yeah, so I just need to make this grass lighter. Now, I don't mind going a bit longer then, but I'll just need to work on it first. Let me just pause this, I want to show you something for a second. Right, so this is the kind of grass that I would really like. I'm just not sure it would fit with the dark trees actually, but those trees in the distance look okay. And I'll probably be able to lighten the trees easier than I could. Yeah, so I mean, this is more like a cornfields kind of a vibe. I think some of it is corn, and I think there's about, I don't know, about 7-10 different types of grass, and it's only a smaller scene, and I don't know why it's jerking like it should, because it's probably because I've got the other game open as well. So yeah, that's working fine. Yeah, but you get the idea. This is what I'm eventually going to try and go for, even if mine's greener. I would actually prefer it to be more golden, because the scene kind of speaks golden grass rather than green grass, to me anyway. The trees do look okay with this coloured grass actually. It's probably just me. Anyway, until next time, I'll catch you later.